everybody, it's Stacy. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video in my Planmas series. So if you are new to my channel or if you're just watching this Planmas video for the first time, I am doing a planner video spread every day from December 1st to the 24th. So most of them are going to be Plan With Me videos, and then we'll have the weekly vlogs as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series, and yeah, I'm very excited. So this week I am using this kit called Take a Hike. It is our camping inspired kit, and I am planning for the week of August 9th to the 15th. I chose to use rose gold foil for the entire spread, and I really like how that turned out. So funny thing about this kit is I actually had planned to use this for the week that us and our friends were going camping. I guess I totally picked the wrong week when I was planning out my kits, and I was planning, I'm like, this is so weird that I picked this camping kit this week if we didn't go camping at all. And then I realized, oh, I totally picked the wrong week. So last week I was supposed to use this kit to plan that we went camping with our friends, but that's okay. I still love it. It's still perfect for summer, and I'm still so happy I used it because these colors are really gorgeous. So last spread that I did, I mentioned that I tried to do something a little different for my bottom washi, since I don't like stacking the bows on top of bows, so I couldn't do my typical Simply Gilded bow washi along with like a foil overlay bow washi. So since I couldn't do that, I tried to do something a little bit different. So last spread I didn't love how it turned out, but I do love how this one turned out. I think it's so pretty. I put two different bind washies. One is that green and one is that peach color. I just think those colors match perfectly in this kit, and I really love how this turned out. Alright, so now I'm going to go in and do my weekend banner along with my full boxes and date covers and all that sort of thing. But I did get a question on how I started my sticker shop, and so I wanted to answer that question during this time. So back in 2017, I was actually going through a super hard time in my life, lots of like anxiety and depression and that kind of thing. I'm not going to get into that. However, one of the coping mechanisms that I found for myself was bullet journaling, and that really helped me just because there was a lot of things like your gratitude trackers and habit trackers and just being more like self-care oriented, and I think that's really needed at the time. So that really helped me, but since I was using YouTube as lots of inspiration on how to do my bullet journal, I stumbled across people using planners and stickers, and I thought, oh my goodness, that is gorgeous, and I think it would be a little bit easier for myself as I am not like super artsy in the way of lettering and like drawing. So I thought this would be like a perfect alternative for me. So I looked into like getting stickers. I was using some stickers from my local scrapbook store to start with, and like things that I had around the house. I was really into stamps, and I thought, you know what, I bet you I could do this, but in a way that I could just supplement my hobby, just earn enough just to kind of break even so that I could, you know, get my stickers for a better price. So that is what I did, and I wanted to try it. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos to try and figure out how to do this, and I opened up my shop, and my goodness, you guys, it was very quick that it turned around, and I am so forever grateful for this. I was on mat leave at the time with my son, and this just made, no, I wasn't on mat leave. He was 1 year at the time. So I was staying home with my kids at the time, but I thought this was amazing because I now had like a job that I could do, and I could help my family, and it allowed my kids to not have to go back to daycare and stuff, and it has just been incredible, and I have not looked back since. And I am so forever grateful for every single person, every single order. I know people say that all the time, but I truly am. It like has really helped my family, and honestly my own personal self, just for feeling like accomplished and having this community of like friends and people, and I'm just extremely, extremely grateful. So that's such a great question. Thank you so much for asking. If you guys have any more questions for me, just leave them in the comments down below and I'll be sure to answer them in my next videos. All right, so let's move on to the day-to-day. So I just laid down my washi strips along with some icons and my work script stickers. And then on Monday, I marked that it rained. So I was marking every time that it rained this year. We were in an extreme drought in my town. Our lake that we get our drinking water is extremely low, and so we had to like take measures on how to reduce water. So we had like rules on watering our lawns, on washing our vehicles, our gardens, like everything. So because of that, it was so exciting every single time that it rained. So I wanted to mark it. And then I marked that we got our new internet installed, which I was so excited. We had like good internet before, there was nothing wrong with it, but a new company just came into our town and they offer like better TV service and like good prices and all that kind of stuff. So we decided to switch our internet provider and we really, really like it. So I marked that. And then I marked that I was having the worst day, but I think it was due to my printer, issue that I was having before. So if you watch my last plan with me, you'll notice that I did buy a new printer for my work and it was totally not working. I wasn't able to adjust the settings and make it any better. So this is the day that I decided to borrow my husband's mom's laptop, my mother-in-law, and I tried it because I have a Mac computer, and with all my research, I read that you could change the coloring on a Windows computer. And so she had a Windows laptop, so I asked her if I could borrow it to try the settings and see if it changed. It ended up being able to change the settings, but the quality was just still not what I was used to. And it was so like unfortunate because it was the exact same printer, just a slightly different model number. So it's very unfortunate, but you know, you live and learn. So then I wrote that I tried to get the new printer to work, and then in the evening I watched the Bachelorette finale. On Tuesday, I did all my laundry this day. I really like doing all my laundry in one day as opposed to a little bit every day. Just makes me feel like I actually accomplished something. And then I went to Tim Hortons this day, and I love that little coffee cup sticker. That is actually from the Monsterz Co. She has like a Facebook group, and that is one of the freebies that came in her Facebook group. Then I tidied the house this day, and then we had George's for dinner, which is like a fast food restaurant in my town, like one of those ones that's only open seasonally. And then my sister came over in the evening and we watched Survivor in the evening. Okay, I have to ask, I love those Planner Mania stickers so much. The two girls together, and I love using those to mark like hanging out with friends or like my sister coming over and stuff. And if you guys know of any shops that do like two girls together, let me know in the comments down below because I really need to get some more stickers because I am always looking for new ones for that. On Wednesday, my mom came out for a visit. Always excited when she comes out. She moved in the springtime, and so she lives a little bit further away now, so we don't get to see her very often anymore. So it's always exciting when she comes out. Then I did my meal plan this day and grocery shopped. I always like to do it on Wednesdays because our local co-op gives 5% off on Wednesdays, so that's always an added bonus. Then in the evening, I did FaceTime my mom and dad, and then we watched Survivor in the evening. So nothing too crazy. I feel like this week was mostly just like a catch-up week, not a whole lot happening, but I still think the spread turned out really good. Do you guys ever like worry that if you don't have a whole lot going on, the spread might not be as great? If you like more full spreads. I personally like more full spreads, so for me, the busier the week, I think the more I like the spread, but sometimes the simple is good too. Okay, so moving on to the second half of the week. On Thursday, I marked that it was my nephew's birthday. And then I marked that I went to Tim Hortons this day and that we cleaned up from camping. So I think that we unloaded like the car and everything like that, and we still had a few things to like tidy up. Like we had done like our laundry and like the main things, but I think there was still like the odd thing that we needed to clean up from in the garage and stuff like that. So we took care of that all this day. And then this day I was doing like the folding of the laundry from Tuesday, and I noticed that there was a green crayon left in one of my kids' laundry baskets, and this really sucks because it was the second time that this has happened, and it's so much work to get crayon out of kids' clothes. So it was in every single one of their clothes, so I had to scrub and scrub and scrub. So it was like shirts, like pants, pajamas, underwear, everything like that, because I am just one of those laundry people that just throws everything into the laundry basket. So that really sucked. I had to clean everything. It was in everything. So I didn't really mind about the pajamas and like underwear and stuff like that. That didn't really bother me. It was more like the t-shirts and the pants. So I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. I ended up getting pretty much everything clean. There was like 1 or 2 items of clothing that I had to throw out because they just looked terrible. So it wasn't too bad. It was just so much work, and it's just really annoying. Then this evening we went for a bike ride, and then we let the kids play at one of the school play structures. They always like going there. And then we watched Survivor in the evening. On Friday was the day that I finally brought the printer back. I had talked to support and they were totally willing to let me return the printer, which was fantastic. So I still was having problems with my current printer, but at least it was still printing and it was still producing good quality prints, which is what I care about in my shop. So that is what I did that day, which felt really good. And then this day we went to a place called McGee's for dinner. It's actually like quite a drive from our place, but we really like in the summer to explore different like burger joints around our province. So we like to travel. So sometimes like we'll go 30 minutes to an hour to like try different burger joints in different restaurants, and it's just so fun to like get out and do something. Especially we loved it during like the really strict COVID times, just because it allowed us to like get out of the house and actually go and do something. So that was really nice. And then we just came back and honestly just spent the entire evening just watching Survivor. So I really like that Stick with the Plan Co. Sticker because it's so big. It's so nice to mark like such a big amount of time that we were doing that. So that is what I used. On Saturday, we decided to bike up to the beach. So in my town we live, and there is like a huge hill because we live really close to like the valley. So it's like a really big hill, and then our golf course and our beach is like on top of the hill. And so we decided to bike there. And that's like a pretty good trek for my kids. My kids are 5 and 7. And so it's like quite a steep hill that we all have to like walk and like push our bikes and stuff like that. So it's always really impressive when my kids can go and do that kind of thing, in my opinion. So that was super fun. We got to do that. They had done that with my husband quite a few times already, but I had never gone with them to like watch them do it. So that was really exciting for me. Then honestly, I went home and I was really tired. So I just kind of like laid on my bed and was just playing on my phone most of the time. Then in the afternoon, I decided to do some designing. and we basically just sat outside in the evening and chilled. The kids probably played in the pool or the backyard or something like that, and then we just watched Survivor again in the evening. On Sunday, we went golfing as a family, and that was so much fun. My kids just like kind of sit in the golf cart and just cruise around with us, and then me and my husband golf, and it's so fun. The kids really enjoy doing that, and yeah, I do too. So we did that, and then we went to Kingpin's, which is like our bowling alley, for lunch. They have like the best food there, so we went there for lunch. And then my son has been super into like wanting to golf lately, so we decided to go and buy the kids their own golf clubs, and it has been so fun to like watch them play golf in the backyard, or we've taken them to the driving range and stuff, so that has been super fun. Then we came home and I did some designing and I tidied the house that day. And then we decided to have a fish fry. So we had some fish in our freezer, and we just like to do like a big fish fry. We have this like really big, like, I don't know, like fryer thing that you can keep outside. It's got like the light at the bottom or whatever. I don't know, like the element. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's super big, and it's really nice to use for something like that. So we had a fish fry, and then in the evening our friends came over to play games. So that was super fun. So now I'm going to go and finish up my sidebar. I like to put 2 pieces of washi along with a picture for the week. And the picture that I chose this week is my kids when we biked up the hill. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!